Alright, here we are with one of our attack machines. This is going to be Parrot Security. There are a few different editions for this. There's the Home Edition, Security Edition, Cloud Edition, Architect, and Internet of Things, and Raspberry Pi. So the differences between them, basically, like between Home and Security, is what comes pre-installed. So the size of the ISO folder or file for Home is 2 gigs, and the size for the Security Edition is 4.2 gigs. Cloud Edition is a special edition of Parrot Security made for embedded devices, cloud environments, virtual machines, and other special deployments. The Architect Edition, it's Parrot OS with nothing pre-installed. You can install any software in DE with this edition. There's the Hack the Box Edition. You can try this version of Parrot OS customized for Hack the Box or Explore the Pawn Box. You got the Docker images. It enables users to take advantage of the Parrot tools on top of other operating systems or in cloud environments. Architect and Internet of Things. It's got nothing pre-installed, just like the other one from above. And then Raspberry Pi. At the moment, it's available for Raspberry Pi. Compatibility with other IoT devices will be added in the future. Minimum requirements. There's no minimum graphical accelerator, minimum 312 megabyte RAM, minimum 1 gigahertz dual-core CPU. It can boot legacy and UEFI. At least 16 gigabytes of hard disk space is needed to install it. So, not a hefty program to go through, and the installation process isn't difficult as well. So, log into our environment here, the ESXi. Now, I downloaded both of the ISOs and then uploaded them into our data store browser. I'll show those here now. So, next, and there they are. So one is the Home Edition 2.3, and then the Security Edition 4.43. We're going to go through, I'm going to actually install both of them side by side just so we can see what the difference is when they do come up. So we're going to go Home Parrot to start off with. It's Debian based Linux, so we'll do Debian there. I always overpower this quite a bit so that way they install quick. Later on you can come back in, you can change these back down, well at least the memory you can. I'm going to go 60. I'd rather have more than I need. Got Home. Next. Finished. There it goes. Create the next one. Security, Parrot. Same thing. Okay, both ready to go. Power them on. Launch remote console for them. Be easier for us to maneuver the windows around. Try and install. I do want this to come up. Okay. That's Home Parrot and our Security Parrot. These are fairly quick installs when you do go through. We will pause the video from time to time, like we normally do. Kind of just sitting here looking at a blank screen. One issue I did have was I tried to start up the programs like this prior to the ISO being fully uploaded, and it told me the operating system wasn't found, and I looked down in our recent task here and it showed that it wasn't completely uploaded yet, so that was that issue. So if you run into that. Alright, so install Parrot. Mind you, this one should take longer since it's got the more programs that's going to come with it. Next, next, next. We're going to erase it. Good to go. We're going to default. I'm going to call this one Security Parrot. then okay. Same thing on this side. As I said, that the only difference between the two was the software packages that it does install. I'm curious on what programs are different between the two, so that's mainly why I'm doing both of them at the same time. Alright, so that one's gone. Now those are kind of going. We can do this to see the version of the operating system. Again, this should come up and tell us if they are both the same, since it is the same backbone. Everything's the same there. But once everything is installed, these should be different. You might need to wait for a restart to actually go through and look at these, but so if I move this over, looks like there's quite a, let's see, Wireshark here. It's up and installed. That's in security. Let's get up there on here and see if it's installed as well. See, I don't see Wireshark over here. So there's one good example of the differences already. So we got Wireshark installed on Matic, and this side it's not showing up. So that is indeed the difference between the two. So we're going to verify that now. And in the meantime, we'll wait for it to finish doing the install, and I'll go ahead and pause the video. Now, another difference I want to point out is when we look at the application differences between the two here, you've got programming, games, system tools. We've got pen testing lists showing up on this list from the get-go. So, depending on what you're trying to do, or you're just trying to learn, go with the security version and then make your way through this list of different applications that are on here and just learn what they are. I brought up this one for now just to kind of mess with, since I know a little bit about Nmap already. Doing a quick scan to see what it gives us while we wait. So, take advantage of your free time and do something with it that's productive. So the home version is completed, so we're going to go ahead and restart it. It took us about 8 minutes for it to do it. So let's restart, it's going back in. Alright, there we go for the security version of it. It's completed. Let's do this reboot, and that's ready to use for the pen test of the environment. So from here, we'll go on to our next video. See you then.